Like I said, I've been a superstar. And I got paid for what I knew. And I shared the game with them. So much guidance. That's what I did. They paid for knowledge.
Salutations, family. And welcome back to Ride Along with the Storm. Family, one thing that I've come to the realization about here recently, and I've always governed myself by this principle, but I never really put a name to it, or I never really delved deep into thought about it, but it's the principle of having different personalities for different people. When I say you have different personalities for the different people that you interact with, I'm talking about matching like energy. A lot of people you come in contact with, family, they meet you with negative energy, or you feel like the energy is off. You feel like the mood and the situation when you come in contact with these people is off. And I believe in the universal law of reciprocation. I believe in treating others like they treat me. Of course, whenever I come in contact or close proximity with people, I always try to be cordial with them. I try to be respectful. I try to be polite. Of course, I'm a Southern gentleman. I like to greet people accordingly, and I like to come off with positive energy. But as soon as that person gives me any inclination of any kind of hate or trying to give me negative energy from the onset, I flip the switch and I reciprocate it and give them the same energy back that they give me. I believe in like energy. I believe in matching energy wholeheartedly. And not only with like energy and negative interactions with people, family, sometimes you have to understand the company that you're in or the people that you're interacting with. A lot of people that I have conversations with, I can only have surface conversations with these people. We may only talk about sports. Some people you can only talk about the news and politics. Some people you can have deep esoteric and exoteric conversations with because they're open-minded and they're free thinkers, and you can have these conversations with them. A lot of people, you can't have these conversations with them. They're too narrow-minded. They're too closed-minded. They don't have the mental capacity to go through the thought processes of even articulating a lot of this stuff for you to be able to have conversations with them, family. So that's another way that you got to have different personalities for different people. You know, family, you never want to be two-faced. You never want to go back and forth or be wishy-washy with people. No one who's ever come in contact with me will ever tell you, oh man, the Storm act one way around these group of people and he act another way around another group of people. Nah, everybody that you ask about me is going to give you a common consensus. The nigga's crazy. That's what they're going to tell you. The nigga crazy. And that's fine with me. I understand that I'm crazy. I'm humorous. I like to get into hyperbole a lot of times. I'm prone to bouts of hyperbole. I like to talk crazy. I like to have a good time. And that's just my personality. And that's how I come across to a lot of people that give me good energy. I like to have a good time. But then there are people who I don't get along with, people who give me negative energy, and I give it right back to them, family. And it's just like my grandmother used to say a long time ago. Sometimes and some people you have to feed with a long-handled spoon. Some people you have to come in contact with, whether it be in school or work, and you're in a captive environment where you have to interact with these people, where you interact with those people accordingly. You keep it on a business or professional level, and then you move on about your day. There's no reason that you still can't be cordial and respectful and have a good working rapport with these people. But there's no reason that you should have to put up with them giving you negative energy and not reciprocating that same negative energy, family. Like I stated in one of my previous videos, a lot of times, family, we deal with self-opposition where our own negative thoughts manifest in these type of people, and we have these kind of interactions. So we have to be mindful of that and be cognizant and keep that in the front of our minds. We always want to think positive thoughts. We always want to think of people positively before we interact with them. None of us not even knowing a person and having a vitriol and hate for that person. We want to enter every interaction in every interaction, in every encounter with a positive mind frame, a positive outlook, and seeing that person in the most positive light imaginable. That way, 9 times out of 10, you'll have a positive interaction. It's all about manifesting in your mind what you want for yourself on a daily basis, family, and living out what your mental manifestation is. I want to thank y'all for joining me on this episode of Inside the Eye of the Storm, family. Remember, it's nothing wrong with having different personalities for different people, especially when those people have different personalities for you, family. But thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join me for every episode, a ride along with the storm. And I'm going to see y'all next time, family. Peace.